Can you read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K Williams is all about.
Sandra Sanchez claims she didn't get what she bargained for when her surgeon botched her BBL. Dr. Jason Eisenberg says every patient is different, but he stands behind his work. Dr. Eisenberg is countersuing for $20,000.
So I see Sandra Sanchez is here as my plaintiff today. Jason Eisenberg as the defendant. Ms. Sanchez, what brings you to court today?
Hi, Your Honor. My name is Sandra Sanchez, and I'm here suing Dr. E for a malpractice BBL procedure for $6,500.
And I also see there's a countersuit here, right, Mr. Eisenberg?
That is correct, Judge.
Okay, and you're suing in the amount of $20,000?
Yes, that is correct.
And the basis of your claim is?
Defamation of my entire business due to her social media video.
Okay, so we'll get to that. Let's go with you, Ms. Sanchez. So you saw this doctor for what procedure?
I got a BBL, Brazilian butt lift procedure from him.
I'm familiar.
Yes, about a year ago. And this is my second BBL procedure that I got with Dr. E. I went to him multiple times before for different things for the past few years. And everything's been fine, but the last BBL that I got from him, it didn't even look like I got any work done. And you know what a BBL is? It's like where you enhance your Botox.
Familiar. Yeah, they suck fat from the midsection and they replace it. What's it, the proper medical term? Gluteus maximus?
It's a SSBA, Your Honor. It's a safe subcutaneous buttocks augmentation.
Yeah.
Okay, we make the butt bigger. Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay,
well, my first BBL, my butt didn't even look like he did anything to it.
Help me understand, Ms. Sanchez. You started to see this doctor how many years ago?
About 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay, about 3 or 4 years ago. And you said in this court that you've had many procedures.
Yes.
Run them down for me.
I've had Botox, I've had lip fillers, fillers around my face, I've had a boob job, and then I had my 2 BBLs with him.
Okay, when you say boob job, that was enhancement?
Yeah,
to your
boob augmentation, breast
augmentation.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I just wanted to differentiate that from a lift.
Sorry.
Okay, you had a breast augmentation, and then you had 1 and then 2 BBLs.
Yes.
Now, after the first BBL, I hear you telling the court you weren't satisfied.
I was not satisfied at all.
It wasn't big enough?
It didn't even look like I got anything done, honestly. And so I just, because I trusted him or whatever the case is, I went back to him to get it done again. And then he just totally made my butt just way too big.
It became too big.
Now it's too big, yes. And I literally have back problems. Oh man, it's just a mess. It's a mess.
Question, Ms. Sanchez. Did you pay for the first BBL?
Yes, I paid for both BBLs, yes.
Okay, so you never got any money back from this surgery?
No, and that's why I'm here. I want my money back, and he's just really rude about it. I'm really unhappy, and he's not trying to give me my money back or fix my botched procedure.
Okay, so before we get to that, let me ask you, what do you do for a living, Ms. Sanchez?
I'm an entertainer and a model.
You are an adult entertainer, correct?
Yes, yes.
You dance primarily, well, it's, I guess you dance for everybody.
Yeah, I do music videos, I do all of it. Yeah,
okay.
So I'm seen by everybody, yeah.
Right, your currency is your look.
Yes, I make money off my appearance. So this is really I know it sounds kind of funny that it's about my butt,
funny.
But it is really affecting me mentally, emotionally, physically. So yeah, I don't know. I just really need him to not be rude to me about this and just really understand the emotional stress that I'm getting from this botched BBL.
Okay, I have some more questions for you, Ms. Sanchez, but I need to get to you, Dr. Eisenberg. How long have you been treating this patient?
Roughly about 3 to 4 years, Your Honor.
Okay, and you've done the procedure she told the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
So various face fillers, lip fillers, a breast augmentation, and 2 different BBLs.
2 different BBLs.
Okay,
yes.
Doctor, let's talk about this because we all read the headlines, right? Sure. And BBLs are reportedly the most deadly and dangerous cosmetic procedure on the market. Is that correct?
Your Honor, I think it depends on the doctor. The way I pride myself on my surgeries and my staff, I've never had any issues. I've never had any problems. I've only had satisfied clients. Sandy is actually the first that I'm aware of.
Okay. And previously, she was satisfied with your services?
She's been, yeah. That's why I'm shocked by this whole thing that we're here today, because Sandy and I have been good friends, and I honor myself on being...
What kind of friends, Dr. Eisenberg?
I mean, you know, not like friends like we hang out, but in a professional...
Okay.
You know,
the court
I've
has
known
to
her...
be crystal clear on that, because you never know what kind of friends
Right,
people
yes,
are.
no, nothing outside of...
So she's had these several procedures to satisfaction, you both admit, until this first BBL. Tell me from your medical experience how that procedure went.
Well, the procedure went perfectly, exactly how I told her it would go. I even had animations to show her the size of her buttocks after the surgery and what she could expect. And Your Honor, to be frank, I think this is a disease that is plaguing most of our country, where people are insecure and they're not happy with their bodies. And as a doctor, it's not, honestly, it might sound funny, but it's not about the money for me. It's really about the gift I can give people and the security and just being able to go out into the world and feel good about yourself.
No, Dr. Eisenberg, it doesn't sound funny. It sounds like a crock, and you know that.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
So I need to understand what you conveyed to Dr. E here in terms of your expectation for BBL2.
I wanted a little bit more projection, but he really gave me like a double butt.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Sandra Sanchez, who brought Dr. Jason Eisenberg to court over botched plastic surgery.
You talked about these renderings, these visual aids.
Yes.
Do you have offerings of that to the court today?
I don't have them with me, Your Honor.
Okay. How about you, Ms. Sanchez? Do you have anything that the court can see? Any photos?
Yes,
or
I
anything?
have a photo right here.
I'll take the entire folder,
This is
please.
my-
I'll take your folder.
Yeah,
You
give
need the
my
whole
bailiff everything you have, Ms. Sanchez.
That photo, it shows on the left side is my previous BBL, the first
Oh,
one,
that's the
and
first
then the
BBL.
second one, yeah,
Okay.
post BBL. And the second one, look, it's just too big. Like I can't even. It's
Your Honor, she thought that was too small.
Dr. Eisenberg, I'm not going to tell you again. You will have your say. Now, Ms. Sanchez, you're telling me that this on the left is the first BBL.
Yes, that's the first one, and it just didn't. I already looked like that previous to any BBL.
Okay.
So I wanted to get.
So you paid for a second one.
I paid for a second one.
And talk to me
and
about
it's just
what
too
you.
big.
Now, I got to slow you down, Ms. Sanchez, because you're here claiming botched surgery. That's a big claim. So I need to understand what you conveyed to Dr. E here in terms of your expectation for BBL2.
I wanted a little bit more projection, but he really gave me like a double butt. Like that's double projection than what I really wanted. I wanted him to fill in a little bit more on the tops, just a little bit, so that I had a little bit more projection on like when you look at me from the back.
Yep.
And he totally just did too much everywhere.
And when was this picture taken, ma'am?
It was taken possibly like a month after the BBL, and he told me that it was gonna go down, like it's gonna shape more to my body like after time.
Yep.
And it just did not do that.
Are you comfortable showing the court your current gluteus maximus?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Can you turn around, ma'am, so I can see? Okay. And
It just, I'm actually small, like my body type, so it's just like too big. I don't know, it's just so uncomfortable.
Miss Sanchez, I'm trying to look now.
Okay.
Now turn around.
You want to turn around?
Okay.
Sorry.
And go ahead and turn full circle. Okay, and you're saying that at this point you feel that this result is still too large?
Yes, and it's embarrassing, and it's just really bad on my back.
Causing you back problems?
It's causing me back pain.
You can resume
and
your
everything
position. Thank you, ma'am.
Else, yeah.
Okay, so you're saying back pain, and you also talked about emotional devastation.
Stress. I feel embarrassed, and even at work, I'm just like not making as much money. Things are just like, it's like even when I lay down and go to bed.
Okay.
And I just want him to fix it. I just want him to make it where it looks a little bit more natural, and it won't hurt my body anymore. And so he won't do that. So now I just want my money back.
Ms. Sanchez, I hear you telling the court you're prepared to get a third BBL.
Yeah, to fix this, yeah.
Okay.
And then hopefully I'm done. I'm gonna go to a way better doctor. Probably even go out of the country because these doctors here are really horrible.
Your Honor, this is why I'm here.
Sir.
Okay, so I'm looking here at a receipt from Ms. Sanchez. Dr. Eisenberg, and it looks like this was for the butt augmentation surgery. I do see a discount of $3,685. What was the point of this discount, sir? Do you know?
Just for being a good client, Your Honor.
Was that your understanding, Ms.
Yeah.
Sanchez?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you've also sent the courts these text messages. Let me go through some of these. You're saying, Dr. E, good afternoon. I've had some concerns with my recent procedure. Can you chat? You say, I'm currently going into a procedure, but what's up? The procedure is a lot fuller than I expected, and I know you said to allow it time, but nothing seems to have changed. It's been a year now, so this was recent.
Yes, and he just totally neglected me.
Well, I see what he says. He says, I'm sorry that you have this concern. It was my understanding that you were happy with the procedure the following month. I did express to you the results could vary. Yes, but this is your work, causing my limitations in my mobility, and I am dissatisfied with my appearance. I feel as if a reduction is needed pro bono. Did you ask him for a pro bono reduction, ma'am?
Yes, I did, and I
Okay,
asked.
let me move to Dr. Eisenberg. Did she ask you for a pro bono reduction?
She did, Your Honor.
And you said?
I said no.
And why did you say no?
Because I have my staff I have to pay, I have my lights I have to keep on, the electric bill, Your Honor. My anesthesiologist alone cost $3,000 just to come to my office. So as much as I want to help her out and I'm willing to help her out, I can't give her free service.
Okay. Now, do you stand by the quality of the results that were presented in court today?
Your Honor, I think you said it, that your bailiff and everybody in here, every man in here is probably taking a look at her backside and saying, why are we here?
I don't appreciate you discriminating against the women who are also taking a look.
There we go, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's
You're
a new
right.
day. Okay, so let's say this. As much as I'm sympathetic to your concern, I cannot perform a reduction completely free of charge. I still need, this is everything you outlined to the court. The lowest he could do this reduction, ma'am, was $2,500. Were you
Yeah.
made aware of that?
No, yeah, he did mention that to me, but every time I tried to call the office back to talk to him, he was not returning my phone calls. He was not acting like he cared about the matter at all.
And
So,
is this what caused you to send this nasty little text with your all caps and
Yeah,
cussing him
for
out?
sure.
I'm losing money because of your botched job. I can't afford to keep dishing out cash for your half, pun intended, ASS work?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So at this point, you're angry, right?
yeah, very angry.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
You've got over 250,000 followers, young lady. You're quite popular.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why it's a big deal for you to fix my procedure.
No,
Yeah, well, that's
no.
why it's a big deal for you not to go on air.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Sandra Sanchez, who brought Dr. Jason Eisenberg to court over botched plastic surgery.
Okay, and you were so angry, the court was told that you went on a social media platform?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at what you put out into the world about this physician. Let's
Definitely
see
have.
this video.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Sandy. I just wanted to warn you guys about a procedure that I got a few months ago. I did a BBL with Dr. E at Eisenberg Cosmetic, and he totally messed me up. Like, I don't know, I just am not happy with my results, and I went to him multiple times and told him about it, and he's not trying to fix my results. He's trying to charge me for a full BBL again. He just totally did not do what I asked, and I don't want no ladies to go through what I'm going through.
How has this affected your business, Dr. Eisenberg?
Extremely, Your Honor. And I have emails showing 2 cancellations within a week.
Give it to my bailiff, sir.
Within a week of her posting that video, Your Honor. I've been a surgeon for over 15 years. I've had my business for 15 years, Your Honor. They call it the Eisenberg. You can go to any club in this town and you can point out the bodies that I have touched, Your Honor. So she's suing me for $6,500. I'm suing her for $20,000, which is just 2 surgeries.
And Your Honor, that's ridiculous. $20,000 is crazy. Like, why would he do that?
Ms. Sanchez, hold on now. Now I'm seeing that the court is looking at this as your social media following.
Yes.
You've got over 250,000 followers, young lady. You're quite popular.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why it's a big deal for you to fix my procedure.
No,
Yeah, well, that's why it's a big deal for you not to go on air.
You two have one more time to outburst in this courtroom, and you both can go. Justice continues with or without you. Now, as I was saying, you have over 250,000 people following you, young lady. That's impressive, but that also comes with what? Responsibility. So you tell over 300,000 people that this man botched your procedure. I heard you say that. And then I actually heard you lie on him.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
But you need to know, young lady, that the fact that you even lived to tell about one BBL, let alone two, is a gift from God.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Sandra Sanchez, who brought Dr. Jason Eisenberg to court over botched plastic surgery.
Because you said that he was requiring you to pay the full cost of an entire BBL to repair the work, when you both just stood here and told me he was only asking you to pay $2,500.
Well, that was after I didn't speak to him. So
Okay, so you made this video before that offer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and did you put out anything subsequent?
No, I didn't.
No, you did not.
That's the only one.
Okay, so let me read these two emails where Dr. Eisenberg is claiming he lost $20,000. Dr. Eisenberg, I hate to do this, but I am canceling my Brazilian butt lift that is scheduled in 2 weeks. I saw a video.
Thank you.
By a popular creator who claimed that you messed up her procedure. I have now too many doubts. I'm sure you're great, but this is my final decision. So that's one cancellation for BBL. Here's another saying, I follow one of your previous customers, Sandra Sanchez, on Instagram. She made a video about how you messed up her butt. There's no way I'm going through with this. You should do some soul searching for what you did to her. I'll be taking my money elsewhere. How'd you feel about that, Dr. Eisenberg?
It's heartbreaking. These are $10,000 surgeries, and that's only the first two.
For me to not be happy is just like really not okay. Like, you need to make your customers happy. That's a part of doing good business, is making customers happy and leave satisfied. So
Ms.
if I'm
Sanchez.
not satisfied, do something.
Okay. You've had your say. Dr. Eisenberg, you've had your say. You have a final word?
1.2 million likes on that video, Your Honor. So it's not just the 300,000 people, it's 1.2 million people who liked the fact that agreeing with I am not a good doctor.
Okay. The court's heard enough from the two of you.
Judge Eboni's verdict when Equal Justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
You need to know, young lady, that the fact that you even lived to tell about one BBL, let alone two, is a gift from God. Some people never make it. Now let's talk about the difference between a botched procedure, which is a medical term, and an unsatisfied result. This man is responsible to you for a certain standard of care. Ms. Sanchez, I am not going to order you to pay the $20,000 that Dr. Eisenberg has requested in the countersuit. Dr. Eisenberg, I'm not going to order you to pay a cent on this $6,500 that the plaintiff has asked for. I do not believe you breached any duties here. But Ms. Sanchez, I believe that you lied on this man on social media. So I'm going to ask that this court order you to make a new video where you apologize for misstating the nature of your treatment. It was not a botched job. That is the order of this court, and that is my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff has been ordered to post a video apologizing to the defendant.
Any final words for each other?
Well, I guess I have to lie, but okay.
I don't have to lie?
I will lie for you, I guess, since I have to.
Right. Well, bigger is not always better.
Crazy.
Sir.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.